Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So what I'm doing today is I'm starting out removing her rhinestones. I'm just using an old pair of nippers to do that, and as you can see, they're coming off really quick. We are doing a refill. As you can see, her nails are grown out. So I am going to start by taking my fine carbide drill bit and I'm just going to remove the old gel polish. I have my drill set about medium speed. I'm going to keep it this speed for a majority of the service. Besides when I do her nail prep and everything like that. This nail here, as you can see, is encapsulated. We got some dry flowers, some foil, some glitter, and stuff like that. This fine drill bit is not going to remove that. It's not coarse enough. Usually I use a 3x coarse drill bit. However, I dropped that down the drain when I was washing it to get it clean last time. So I had to use a coarse drill bit. Was just not good enough. So I did not record me removing the encapsulated art because it took me a lot longer than it usually does because I didn't have the right drill bit. As you can see here on this nail, there was some lifting, so I just used the edge of my fine drill bit and I just cut it out, and then I just took the flat side, I guess, of it and blended the acrylic in with the natural nail. This nail as well has some lifting, and I'm just doing the same thing for that nail. So I loved her nails. I was so sad to remove these ones, but she wanted something different and she wanted something really plain and simple because she was starting a new job, and she just didn't want to have something too wild for her starting a new job. So we are going to completely do a whole change. This, these nails are that we're doing are pretty much basic nails that don't really say much, but it's what she wanted, so that's what we're doing. We're gonna cut these down to we're changing the whole shape, so you'll see how to do that very quickly and easily. We're shortening them and changing the shape. So as you see, I removed all the art and gel polish off her nails. I'm taking my drill bit, same speed, and I'm just shortening the nails. So I will take my drill at the tip and then I'll just push it up and it will just, remove the length and stuff like that. And now we have square nails. That simple. After that, I'm gonna go in with my hand file. Usually I don't hand file until after I've done the refill and everything, just to save more time, because once I do the acrylic, I'm gonna hand file again. So I like to find ways to save time in the service. But since we're changing the shape, I am going to use my hand file before I do her fill to make sure the shape is good for our application or whatever. So that's what I'm doing, just fixing it up. Nothing major. So I did her nail prep, and now what I'm doing is I'm going in with my NSI Super Bond, and I'm putting that primer on. NSI Super Bond is an acid-based primer. I'm going to use my young nails today with some suggestions from other people of using an acid-based primer along with the protein bond. One thing that I struggled with young nails was I was getting a lot of lifting, like pretty much nails popping off lifting. Like it wasn't like a little corner here or there or anything like that. And I didn't know what I was doing wrong. So I decided to go ahead and give it a try again today. So I am taking my bead and I'm just filling it in, real simple. I am taking liquid out of my brush because I don't like to work with my acrylic really wet, because I feel like I lose control and it runs too much in the cuticle area and sidewalls. So I don't like to leave too much liquid in the brush. So you will see me tap the brush on a paper towel every now and then when I feel like I have too much liquid in my brush. But yeah, like I was saying, like I stopped using Young Nails for a while because I had a lot of issues, not just one issue, and I had the product would crystallize. I didn't even know what it was at the time. I would be doing nails and then it looked like my liquid and powder were not combining, and I would be like, okay, how am I supposed to fix this? I had no experience with it whatsoever, and I realized now that it was because it was cold. In my area where I live, it gets really cold. It can get up to the -40s Fahrenheit because I just live in a cold climate. And so I work in the basement. All my nail products are in the basement, and the basement's always colder than the rest of the house. So yeah, I had a lot of issues. So today, before I use it, I decided to warm up my primer. I have a space heater that I always keep in the basement to warm it up before for when my clients come, so that our feet are warm and our little area that we're working in is warm. So I did that. I set my monomer and my primer and stuff like that in front of my space heater for a little bit before she came, to get it nice and warm. And this time I did not have crystallizing. I was so happy. I was so happy about that. And it was okay for me to experiment with her, because she's my sister-in-law, so I could do experiments with her. And if her nails didn't come out as great, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. So that's why I decided to experiment with my Young Nails again today. So now that our acrylic is dry, I am going in again with my fine carbide drill bit, and I'm just really focusing around the sidewalls and the cuticle area and making sure that I really seal it in and blend it in. Basically, when you're sealing it in, you're blending it in with the natural nail, so that there's no ridges. So basically, if you try to pick at it, you can't really grip anything. So that's what I'm doing here. So I am just about done buffing. I'm gonna have her wash her hands before we start her gel polish. So this is the gel polish I'm using. I really like this gel polish a lot. I want to get some more colors. It's so smooth and really nice to work with. Not streaky or anything like that. So on the pinkies, we're just going to do a full color on the pinkies, and the rest of them we're going to do tips. The reason why we're doing full color on the pinkies is because she damaged her other pinky nail on the other side, and her nail had, you know, just lifted a little bit higher than the natural like nail where the nail tip is, and so our red tip would have had to been real high on the pinky, and she didn't want that, and so we just said, well, let's just paint the pinkies a full color and the rest tip, and she was good with that. I used to be really good at painting nail tips. I used to do it really good with nail polish. I didn't do much with gel polish. I just recently started using gel polish a lot. I used to use nail polish a lot because I was not good with gel polish. I had some bad gel polish though. So you will see me wipe it off and start over again, and that's okay. If you have to wipe it off and start over again, it's better than letting somebody walk out with their nails looking crazy, and then, you know, people say, oh, who did that? And, you know, you don't want that. So if you have to start over, is, you know, it's not that big of a deal to fix something, because, you know, it's your work and it speaks for you. But yeah, we're gonna do 2 coats of this red tip. I'm gonna do 1 coat on all these nails, and then we're gonna cure it in the LED for 60 seconds, and then we're gonna come back and do another coat, and that's pretty much going to be it for these nails. Like I said, she wanted something real simple and plain for this time, and yeah. So when I'm done with this, you will see me start to paint the top coat on, and my camera battery died right as I did that, and I didn't realize it. So I didn't get to show you the finished result as good. I did take a little video with my my camera on my phone, just so I could show you the end result. But as you can see, this is basically it, just with some top coat on it. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.